How's everybody doing tonight? It's Melinda, Posty Thrill to Rub. Alright, I'm going to start off with some ancestral tools. And let's go with the bull first. I believe this is a finger bowl. May have gotten knocked off there where they had made medicines. It's got some finger holes here and underneath for easy holding. But I believe that is a finger dish. And it smells and feels like they spent a lot of time making things with that. And then we have a, this is made out of jasper. And, man, they always put their finger holes and everything in there to make the job easier, to protect the fingers and just everything. I mean, they were very, very intelligent. Very intelligent. Let's get this a little wet. Maybe you can see it a little better. Wait, this is not the one made out of jasper. Blooper. Okay, well, anyway. There's that one. And then we have this one here, which is really neat. Really shows the in-depth right here. I mean, this one here can have been held like this, or this being tapped like that, it could have also been held at the top. So, yeah, I think this one's really cool. But it had been worked and shaped all the way around it. And then we have this one right here. Get a little wet so that way it'd be easier to see. And this is a yellow jasper. The finger holes. So, I mean, easily held. So it's definitely faceted. So, yeah. And then we have this one here. Now this one I think I'm just gonna like wet half of it so you can see the difference. And this is jasper that's green and orange. And this one was held like this, so it was a palm stone. So that way they could always fingers protected. And then we got a couple of little knives, which is right here. I think I might have to put this so you can see it. So this is a little knife. And it wouldn't take very much at all to make any one of these sides just sharp. I mean, it's got very small short, I can't even think of the name, but little pecking to where it would be a really, really good knife. And it could be held like this, or like this. And then here's another knife. Let me get this one wet. I shouldn't have waited all night to do this. About another hour, the sun will be up. Okay, but here's another knife. And this one's made out of chert. You can see the markings on it. So it'd be held like that. And then here's a piece of hematite that is also faceted. Let me put this down. I accidentally put this one, and then I'll show it next, into some bleach. I was washing some other stuff and picked up a bunch of stuff and stuck it in there. So, but this one is faceted, as you can see. And it's really cool. And then I'll show you this one next. So, I mean, you could barely any color to it. Live and learn, live and learn. Pay attention to what you're doing. Sometimes I just get in a hurry, you know, and don't pay attention as much as I should. Now this one, it could have got beat up a whole bunch because it is broken. It could have got beat up real good, or it could have been made like that so that a way, you know, when they're grinding up corn or whatever, they needed a coarser, not completely flat, you know, not until maybe later. But for when you're originally doing the corn, you're gonna need something coarser to get the job done faster, easier. But that would have been held like that. And then here's a piece of yellow jasper. And then here's another tool. Here's another tool that is made out of like stone. So this is softer than the rock. You know, I mean, you could take a rock and do some damage to it, but it was good enough to do cutting or, you know, whatever they needed to do. You know, shave off the inside of the hide to make it softer, or whatever they needed it to do. And here's another piece that they put these grooves in to make it not so flat. And this is a big piece of chert. So the grooves feels like it's about right there, and it don't hit no fingers. It hit these fingers, not these. But that's really cool. And then here's another tool. I'll get it a little bit wet, and then one side not, so we can see the difference. And this is red. It's got some orange, green, and I can see some chalcedony right there inside there. But this is also like, you know, a scraper of inside the hide, or this is a flat bottom. It's flat. So, I mean, got a couple little divots in there because, I mean, these are like 1,000 years old. You know, and when they're found, they've been in whatever conditions. So, and then next, this is a multi-stone. On one side, I'm getting it wet. On one side, it's got your red with green specks. And then it has your green with orange specks. So this is a two-tone. And this looks like it also was used and held maybe something like that. And no fingers, you know, everything's protected. And it's really smooth. It seems like they could use this other side too, because this is also smooth. You know, where maybe they could have done some kind of grinding with it. And then here's some jasper with it's yellow and orange. And this looks like it has some chalcedony flakes or some kind of crystals in there. But for some reason this camera doesn't pick it up very good. But that's alright. Not everything has to be perfect, right? Sometimes it just is what it is. And then here's a piece of red with green. And this also has the little lines across it. This is a pretty cool piece. And it has been faceted. And then this has a whole lot of chalcedony in it. And this is red with green maybe. But this has got the big chunks of chalcedony in it. I love going hunting for these things, guys. Yeah. But anyways, I think that's all of them. No, wait. We have green, this is really dark. And it's shaped like a heart. Be held like that. Or whatever, but it's very sharp, and this also has the lines across it for easy doing on the corn and stuff like that. Yeah, and you don't hit your fingers. And then here's another piece of the darker green with some chalcedony. Oh, I love this piece. I hope it shows up good. I don't think it will. There's probably 1,000 sparklies all over this one. Just can't see it. I'm gonna go get a new phone. Oh, there's some sparkly. You can see some sparklies there. Sweet. Woohoo. Oh, Lordy. But I'm going to be getting me a new phone. And so that way to have it a better camera. There we go. Yeah. All right. Okay, so you know what I figured out I'm going to be doing is a reading for everybody. Because this was Native American. This also, I forgot, this is pumice. This rock is really light. It's real light. And it does have the flat side on it. So in the facets. And so what I'm thinking is that maybe that they use this to maybe help, wash themselves, because this would, what is that, foliate, or whatever that is with your skin, and foliate, I don't know. But I believe that they may have used this to help, wash like the dead skin cells or whatever off. Okay. So, I think that is everything. So we will do Native American pool. I'm going to use the medicine cards. What would the ancestors, our higher selves, like us to know, feel, see? Only 100% good in life. I do have frankincense and myrrh going over there, by the way. Maybe I'll get a whole bunch of hammer stones together and just do a bunch of hammer stones, or a bunch of the little knives or things to use for carving, cutting, slicing, filleting, But I figured I'd just put a little bit of everything in there. A little variety. Right there. Antelope. Antelope. Blue herring. And mouse. We may be scrutinizing over something. See what's at the bottom? A black panther. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to go real quick on these. I'm not going to read the whole thing. There's like a couple of lines that tells basically what it is, but without the stories. Okay, so 37. I was going to pull these beforehand, but I decided not to. I decided to wait. I tell you what, let me pause it, and then I'll stick these in the pages and make it a whole lot easier, faster. All right. First one is antelope. And it says, "Run, antelope, teach me of action and its pace. Quickly, quickly, so I may run with grace." So antelope is about action. And now the blue herring. And this is, blue herring's about self-reflection. And I had asked for any messages from our ancestors or higher selves, okay, for 100% good in life. Blue herring, thank you, sacred water bird, for sending reflections to me, the mirrors of the quest for life, the worlds that live inside of me. Show me how relationships work, with my path woven within the whole, the lessons of kinship with all life, reflecting my spirit's eternal goal. So Blue Herring is about reflection. And next was the mouse. And mouse is about scrutinizing, because they only see what's down here. Okay, mouse. If I could see the world through your tiny eyes, maybe then I would know how to scrutinize. Every detail carries weight, and true to its purpose, has its perfect puzzle place to stop the three-ring circus. Wow. Every detail. You know, when we look at only the stuff right here and can't see what's going on out here, and then you never know, you know? You're just down here, you know, between the blades of grass or whatever, you know. You can't see. You can barely see the flowers, you know. You got to look way up and probably step back just to see a little flower. So, I mean, okay, so then the next one was Black Panther. So, let's see what Black Panther has to say. And embracing the unknown. Oh, midnight jaguar, wash me with your courage and steal with me with your grace, so I may know the value of the void of time and space. Teach me all your lessons, how to face the dark unknown. Then let me bravely leap into the shadows all alone. So that's embracing the unknown. You know, Jaguar gives us courage, you know, to, with your grace. Yeah. So I may know the value of the void of time and space. You know, just because every moment of our life doesn't have some kind of action-packed, fun-filled, or drama, or running and doing something, you know, sometimes just sitting within ourselves. Sitting within ourselves, you know, and just embracing what's out there, even if we don't know, you know, like getting to learn, you know, spirit, or getting to know angels, or getting to know how to bull, you know. If you're scared to go bulling because you don't know how to do it and your friends ask you, sometimes you just need to embrace it and say, you know, guys, I've never been, but let's go have some fun, you know, instead of maybe sitting in back and scrutinizing over the little details of how do I even pick a ball, you know. How am I going to get it all the way down the lane? You know, scrutinizing over all the little things, you know, and Antelope teaches us how to, you know, to move, and how to go about life. This is all life stuff. These are all lessons, you know, and we could either embrace it or not. Yeah. In the Antelope Roam. Who remembers that song? Singing it in like 2nd and 3rd grade or whatever. I don't know. And that Jaguar is just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah. These all have lightning bolts on the back. I think that's wonderful. Embracing the unknown. Sometimes we just need to leap with grace. Pounce on it. And then find out the little details. Oh, well, this ball weighs 5 pounds, or this ball weighs 8 pounds, or 10 pounds, or can I get a 12-pound ball all the way down the lane? How do they curve it? Whatever. We could figure out all the little details as we go. We don't need to figure it all out like this and then try and look at the big world, you know, because then everything looks huge. Looks real huge. And maybe it'll be a little bit tougher to jump in there and have fun. Getting out and doing something. Or rearranging your closet. Whatever it is. You open up that closet door and you're like, damn. You know? Who knows? Whatever it is. Every day brings us new things. And like this one said about the puzzle, you know, all we get is one little piece of the puzzle. We don't get the whole giant landscape. Not at a time. Or I don't anyway, because my brain couldn't handle that. You know, I get a little tiny piece of that puzzle, maybe 2 or 3, you know, and hopefully they fit together. And when they don't, I gotta get into that void. But when my heart has a void in it, then I gotta fill it up with good stuff. Because if I sit and scrutinize over whatever my heart is broken on, I don't think I'll get past it. You know, sometimes we need to sit in that void. Sometimes we need to sit in that pain to overcome something. And when that pain can bring us anger, sadness, however we work, however our brain wants to do. But if we get all pissed off at everybody else when it's not their fault, you know, jumping on them for doing the same thing they did yesterday and you didn't say a word about it, you know, it's all good. It's all little pieces of the puzzle. And I love you guys. And I hope you guys enjoy your day, your evening, your night. And maybe you could hear them little kittens over there playing in that princess house. They got all kinds of things set up in there now. They're getting, if anybody's seen the video the other day when one escaped, they're little handfuls. And they're beautiful. And one name is Lightning Bolt, and the other one is Temperance. Yeah, it's all good. And I love you guys very much. And I hope you have a very, very awesome day. evening, midday. You know, just embrace it. I'm hugging you guys as I'm hugging myself, because we all have life inside of us, just like the card said. I think that was the blue herring. I think this was an awesome message. Yeah, beautiful message, man, in my opinion. And we all have our own opinions, and that's all right. It's all good. It just is. Because we are right where we are supposed to be. Because that's where our feet are. Or that's where our ass is. Yeah. I love you guys. Mwah. Y'all have an awesome. May we all feel our blessings. Knowing that we have blessings is awesome. But when we can feel them, wow, it's powerful. Even if it's a little smidgen one. Yeah. Y'all take care of yourselves.